What are you doing?
I'm writing on the board. Monday, yoga. Monday, yoga. I don't know what schedule it is. 9 a.m. Is it a basics class or is it an open class? All I know is that I'm not teaching it. Which is good. Can't teach every class. There'll be too many class teachings.
And I'm a yoga teacher. Learn a little bit about what it's like to be me on today's edition of Outside the Office, Dream Jobs and the People Who Have Them. I've always been very comfortable in my body ever since I was a little girl, you know. Like I had this sense of being present in my body, but also that I am not my body, if that makes any sense. I was a dancer when I was little, and I took a lot of movement classes in college, and that gave me the sense of respect for the body, and particularly my body. So as I grew and blossomed, so did the sense of inhabiting my own body, which is what I wanted to share with other people. Oh, and there's this other spiritual side of yoga, which is really important too. You want some candy? Yeah, well, I first practiced yoga about 10 years ago. It was at the Jivamukti school in the East Village. My friend Sarah, who was actually coming off of a pretty serious heroin addiction at the time, like there's any other kind. Pretty funny. Anyway, she took me there because I was going through some stuff of my own, and she had found a lot of peace through yoga, and she was hoping that maybe I could find the same. What are you doing with that camera? The red light on this one is flashing at me. I'm tired. I keep yawning, excuse me. This is really exhausting. Well, that's what I was gonna say. I don't like the bee there. Ah! Yoga, people, yoga. People always say to me, you used to be addicted to drugs, which I never was, but you know, they say to other yoga teachers. And I wonder why I don't consider alcohol a drug, and I just say to them, you know, because it's not. Can I try that again? So.
Push it back a little further. You staying? Just push back, keep going.
No, but it's true that we do drink. It is. Because we're just like other people. We just know more, you know, about yoga, of course, and enlightenment, spirituality, sex, feet, you know, children, menopause, small stuff like that. You know, nothing too big like art history or movies or anything. I mean, I guess some teachers know about that stuff, but that's separate from their practice. There is Ashtanga, boring, and there's Iyengar, Bikram, which is really hot, power yoga, which is, you know, basically like a nice workout, and nude yoga. Oh yeah, nude yoga, it's a whole thing, yeah. So I have this friend who teaches naked yoga, right? But I just can't get into the nudie yoga. when it's a 90-minute class of being naked and there's no payoff. But there are some people who really believe in the spiritual benefits and the closeness to the earth and stuff like that. Okay, wait, let me show you something for a second, okay? So take this pose for instance, right? It's called Happy Baby. It releases the hamstrings and the hip flexors, right? So let me ask you, okay? Okay, would you like to be doing this naked in a class? Huh? Really? Oftentimes we begin class with a chant. Sometimes it's just with the sound of an om. And other times we do an entire song, which would happen in Sanskrit. People often ask me why we chant, and I tell them because it's fun. Not the only reason why, but they buy it. Anyway, so here's one of my favorite chants. Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murare, He Natha Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murare, He Natha Narayana Vasudeva. Namaste. So now I'm going to demonstrate the sun salutations, which are the basic foundation of any vinyasa yoga class. They can be added to, or some of these moves can be removed to simplify even more. So you begin with your hands at heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. As you exhale, you swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, hands come down, step the right leg back. Left leg comes to meet it, pausing here. Inhale, lift your hips slightly. As you exhale, lower your knees, your chest, your chin. Oh, and here's a really interesting fact, is that men, for some reason, are not really able to get this pose, and I'm not sure what's going on with it, but they asked me to demonstrate over and over again, knees, chest, chin, right? Sometimes they just come into up dog, and it's I don't know if it's a description, but men have a huge problem. Women, never an issue. It's weird. It's about putting your body in complicated postures so you can free your mind, right? And then you can apply that to your life. So when you're at the bank, maybe standing in line, and the old lady in front of you at the window doesn't have her deposit slip prepared, you don't freak out and bash your head in. Or you don't spit in your boyfriend's food. Honey, if you're watching this, I would never do that. It was just one of the first things that came to my mind. I teach a type of yoga that I made up myself. It's still from the Vinyasa school, but it's called Sweets Vinyasa. So the idea behind it's pretty straightforward, is that each class is geared toward achieving a goal, and any students that complete that goal actually at the end receive a cookie. Get it? Sweets vinyasa. So like the other day, my student Melissa just did a handstand for the first time. And she fell over, but at the end of class, I gave her a cookie. Just kidding, guys. I would never give anybody who fell over a cookie. I just gave her an ice bag. You know, I have this huge cramp in my foot. I'm Davida Scular. Thanks for spending the day with me and learning what a yoga teacher is all about. No waving?
Yeah, it's fine.
One more time.
How many stars? How many stars do you think are inspiring?
People come to yoga.